So, and here are the new Crafties diamond paintings that I've selected. I'll show you what each kit comes with. First of all, it comes with a bag of implements, which is some of the items that you'll use to put your diamond painting together. It comes with a tray that you put your colors in. It comes with a set of tweezers that you can use to remove a diamond if it's in the wrong place or you want to replace it. The tweezers are very handy for that. It comes with 2 plaques of wax, and these are what you put in the end of your diamond painting pen in order to get the diamonds to stick, and then you place them on the canvas. Also, it comes with 2 multi-placers, and those will help you place more than 1 diamond drill at a time when you're ready to do that. You can do your whole diamond painting in using the one end of your diamond painting pen that holds 1 diamond at the end of this particular diamond pin. There it goes. And then at the other end, you can remove this this multi-placer that comes with the pin, and I think it holds 2 or 3. Looks like it might hold 3 diamonds, and then these 2 will hold 5 and 7. So you can use the one that you want, that you're the most comfortable with. I am using a 7 all the time now when I multi-place, unless I'm just doing 2 or 3, and then I'll just use the end of it to put in 2 or 3 at a time. You don't have to fill it all the way up. And it also comes, of course, with 2 pins, and this pin has a soft holder on the end of it, so it's very easy to use. And I'm still using, for all of my diamond paintings, one of the original ones that I received in a kit from Crafties, and that's this one. I've used this for basically for years, since I got my first diamond painting. And there's that original blue that I'm still using on there, and then my multi-placer on the other end, and I'm using a stainless steel multi-placer. So when you get more advanced, you can move up to one of these. But if you just want to try it, these are great. These 2 plastic, I used those for a long time before I bought the stainless steel. So these are the articles that come with your kit. And also, we'll move on to the canvas now and the colors. But I wanted to show you this. This comes with each kit, so I won't show you this every time we open a painting. We have 3 to open today. I'm really excited. And another note, if you get your colors and you want to put them into a storage area where you can pull them out quickly, they actually come in Ziploc bags, so you can use those if you want. I did that for the first couple paintings. I used the Ziplocs, but now I pour my diamonds into a bead holder, which is this, and I've talked about this before on my channel. It's the Elizabeth Ward bead holder, and I'll put a link to that in the description down below. But they are very, very handy to use, especially if you have more than just a few colors. But if you want to start out and just see if you like diamond painting, just stick with the Ziplocs that come in the Crafties kit. So let's talk about the canvases that I received from Crafties. This is the first one I want to talk about. This is called Starry Night Over the Rhone, R-H-O-N-E. And if you can guess who painted this, it would be Van Gogh. And here's his signature Starry Night in the Sky. These are a little bit different from his most famous one that he painted in 1889. This was painted in 1887, and I haven't seen anybody do this, so I thought I would give it a try. It's a beautiful canvas. It's done in the actual colors of the painting, so you can see at a glance how your diamond drills will look once you get them placed onto the canvas. These are the 2 people in the painting that I never noticed before, but there they are. And I checked with the actual painting, and they're right there at the bottom. So I just think it's beautiful. The main focus of this is the lights on the water. I think that is just gorgeous, and it corresponds with the stars in the sky. If you'll notice, he's tried to kind of set them up so that they're showing the lights on the river Rhone with the stars in the sky and the reflection that they create in the water. So I just thought that was absolutely beautiful, and I was excited that Crafties had this. There's a little glare up here. That's not part of the painting. So I'm glad Crafties had this. And so I immediately chose this one to paint. I wanted to do this one. So I don't have this one on my wall, so I thought I would try it. The colors come in a bag all together like this, and they're in Ziploc bags, if you can see that inside there. I'm not sure I want to take all these out because there are 45 colors in this bag. So I'm just going to leave them in the bag. But this is how they come. They're all organized. And it comes also with a set of instructions that you can use if it's one of your first times making a diamond painting. You might want to read those. And it comes also with a picture of the finished product. And then a list of the colors. And if they've been inspected by someone there, they've put their mark on it. I always take my colors out and I check it with this list. I have never found a mistake as long as I've been doing this. And sometimes I don't even bother, but on these I would probably do. If it's your first one, you can get to know the colors as you compare them with this list that comes with your painting. Now, if you'll notice, this has the number of the color, the symbol that's on the canvas, the DMC number, moving from left to right, the DMC number, which is the standard color. It's used for thread and diamonds. And then how many grams each package should weigh. That doesn't matter to me too much, but the DMC color does, and the symbol does as well. So I always cut these up and I place them. If I'm using a bead holder, I will place these on each bead holder and maybe glue it on or just tape it on there. And that way you'll know which color to put into the bead holder. Now, this is a very easy way to start. I feel like that's the best way. If you're just starting diamond painting or have only done one or two, you might try that this way. But you can use the Ziplocs as they are and just put them in order on your table or wherever you're working, or in a tray or something like that. And then you can find them very easily. Then you pour them out into your tray that I showed you and begin to diamond paint. So this is the color scheme, and actually because these colors match up right with this canvas, I don't have to wonder what it's going to look like. It will look very beautiful, just like this when I get finished. So that is, again, Van Gogh's Starry Night over the Rhone. And let's move on to our second painting that I'm going to paint. This is the second painting that I'll probably do this one first. I think I'm going to, actually. But this is a painting by George Seurat, and the painting name is Afternoon on the Island of Grand Jatte, or Jatte. I'm not sure. It's French, of course. And he used a typical painting scene, but he also did this with a very interesting technique, and he used little tiny dots of color on the painting. He didn't use a brush as much as he did. I think he brushed the background, actually. I've never read that, but I'm pretty sure that's what he did. And then he used little dots of color to create the characters and the umbrellas and all the figures in there. And what happened was he was like a real innovator in this type of painting. And it was so different from anything they had ever seen before in the art world. So I just think this is very interesting. It's just like everybody's in a relaxed position and they're all just hanging out on the Grand Jatte. And I just really like it. I like the look of it. I like the old-fashioned fashions. Of course, you can see the lady's bustle right here on the back of her dress. That is extreme bustle, but that's how they wore their clothes back then. And you'll see all kinds of people in here. He's also included some animals. I think that's a dog. And there's another animal that she's holding right here. And there are little children back there, women and men. Everybody's just taking their time, doing whatever they're doing. And there's the river right there running through. And then he's added a few trees and stuff. But I really like it. This is a huge painting. It's in the Chicago Institute of Art. And it's quite large. It's 11 by 70 feet. 11 feet this way by 70 feet this way. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. And because it was so huge, he could use those dots of paint to paint in all the people and the figures and everything in there. So I just thought it was an interesting painting. I've always liked it, but I've never seen it anywhere. I saw it when I was looking at Crafties. I found it on their website. So I immediately said, yes, that's one that I would like to try. So this is the second one that I'm going to do, or I may do the first, maybe the first one. Here are the colors that go along with this particular painting. And there are all kinds of beautiful, beautiful colors. I have the yellow there. It must be the yellow on the ground. I really like that. It also comes with the instructions and the list of colors. And then this particular painting, there are 50 colors. And you'll know that because along the side, there's a list of all the colors right there. A list of the colors that match the paper list in your bag. And then you go all the way down to the bottom and you see that there are 50 colors. 50 colors. That's a lot of colors, but it's also beautiful when you get finished, and it's worth it. Every minute of time that you spend on a diamond painting is so worth it. It's so beautiful when you get through and you frame it and hang it on your wall. It's just gorgeous. So again, this is for Crafties. They are just have some beautiful, beautiful paintings on their website. So let's move on to the third painting that I ordered. The third painting that I ordered was an AI painting. Now, I'm not a fond person of computer-generated art, but I wanted to try it, and I thought this was quite beautiful. It'll be beautiful on my wall. This is a painting called Stained Glass Flowers, and it is gorgeous. Look at the colors in here. I really like the colors that they used. And besides that, it doesn't look like it's going to be terribly difficult. Most of the color blocks are in the same color. Now, there's one that's mixed up. But anytime you see shading, you're going to have different colors. But mostly, this is just going to be kind of a quick diamond painting. I don't think I'm going to have to spend too much time on it. But it is quite beautiful with all the beautiful, beautiful colors in there. Now, here are the colors that are in it. Let's see. Let me get a look at these. Just a quick view of some of the colors that are in there. I'm also doing this in round drills. All three of these are in round drills. That makes it a little bit easier to do the diamond painting. A little bit easier. I do love square drills, though, because they fit tightly and they make a very tight picture. But I've done lots of these in round drills, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So either one that you like working with, I'd start out with the round. That's just my opinion. I think it's a tiny bit easier to work with, especially if you're multi-placing. So again, here you have the final picture, and then all the colors in this. And let's see how many we have here. We have 40 colors in this particular painting. There are 40 colors in this painting. So again, this is quite beautiful.